Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody guys, today we again will take a look at the euro currency because the setup that we have discussed yesterday actually has not been formed. So you can see that on the daily chart we haven't got the bullish grabber that we have suggested, and in general the taking long position on the daily chart with the keeping it for considerable period of time. Usually when you trade on the daily chart, usually some people would hold the position for the week or maybe few weeks. So it's a bit difficult moment and tricky moment, because as we discussed in our weekly research and speaking on the commitment of traders report, the euro currency right now, long positions are overloaded. So it's too much speculative longs was in the market by the recent CFTC data. So usually when the CFTC achieve the sale of the numbers, it is the very good sign of the coming moderate retracement on the market. That's why, as you can see, maybe indeed euro currency will show the deeper retracement here. We will not speak today on some really very significant debt, but right now we could talk maybe on the 113 even area. This market really could reach. Will be probably the nearest perspective of this, because take a look, we haven't got the grabber here. Market has formed bearish engulfing pattern. No reversal here has happened. So although here we've got really fast acceleration in the beginning of the week, this points that something is changing in sentiment on the euro currency. Probably market is ready for a bit deeper retracement here. So first destination point will be the harmonic swing here to this area, or maybe you could track it. This area anyways will be approximately the previous stops and around 113 area. So that's retracement we will be watching for here. As we haven't got the grabber, so currently on the daily chart we do not have any pattern to go long, and taking into consideration the changes that we see and we will discuss on the intraday charts, it's not probably the time yet to go long here. On the 4-hour time frame charts, another important moment has happened. So take a look that actually market has erased this opportunity to go higher of this butterfly, because market has dropped lower. This 127 has been achieved. Market has dropped below the bottom of the right wing that has started, so right down inside the butterfly's body. So this is really not good sign for the butterfly, and this could mean that maybe indeed market is starting, will show downward continuation here. It's still possible. So dropping below the lows of the win here as well, stepping, it's not very good sign. So that's why currently we can't talk on the move to next destination point that we have discussed, 115.25 or 115.40 areas. Remember, that was the 161 extension of the butterfly and monthly pivot resistance one, at least not due to the butterfly's shape. So maybe it could become some kind of the ABCD pattern, something of that sort. Who knows, maybe we could talk on some kind of the free drive here. So I don't know whether it will be formed or not. Approximately, as you can see, this coincides to shape, so maybe free drive could be formed here. But difficult to treat it as the butterfly anymore. So what we have on the lower time frame on the 30-minute chart. So here, guys, it's setup that I have prepared. Market's right now standing high, so maybe it will be cancelled, but right now it's still valid. Anyway, today's Friday, and I do not want to talk on some really long-term perspective on euro currency. On the short-term perspective, pips here. At the same time, we have very fast acceleration to the downside, very fast action, and this tells that probably market should try to complete this pattern. So if we will not get the butterfly, as I drawn here, so market will exit this top, and we will not get the butterfly here. Here could be, we could get here the maybe got this triple to sell pattern. For example, market could form something of that sort. So this will be a B leg. Sorry. Let's clone it. And we could get another leg as this will be CD. Of course, it will be much flatter than AB, but the result, you will get some kind of the regardless triple to sell pattern. This is possible, and it's really big chance that it could be completed or they start to move down even today. So as we said, so some kind of this pattern will be to form. So as soon as the AB equals CD leg will be completed, that could become the regardless triple to sell pattern with the downward reversal action. So this really could happen. So keep an eye on. Maybe if market will not able to pass through this top, this will be the pattern that we have just discussed. So maybe this will be some kind of the butterfly will be formed. But anyway, the extension target of this butterfly and this ABCD pattern stands at the same area. This is approximately 113.55 target. So that's very short-term setup. Maybe it will be completed today. Although in the long-term perspective, euro definitely keeps the chance on the further upward direction and its overall sentiment is bullish, but technically, some technical reasons exist that can't let price to rise immediately. So market needs to get some relief, and maybe right now it's become some kind of the starting point of the deeper retracement that we have. But we will watch it. We will see it in the next week probably. It should be visible if it indeed will start. So that's what we see right now in the euro currency. If you're like this step, maybe if you will be interested with that, keep an eye on. Maybe it will be formed. So let's see how this week will end today, and I hope that on the next week we will get more clear setups on the euro currency.